Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Oh, I never do know what I want to do with the intros, so it's always random. So do forgive me, unless you enjoy random. And then it's like the coolest thing ever, I guess. So we are back over here in the mining town, starting out where we last left off in last episode. And I have been surveying the land because I have some builds that I need to do. I've got some things that need to be done that are going to be a continuation of the previous episode. Wait, previous episode? What? Yeah, this is a series, buddy. You didn't see it. Go back and watch it. Some cool stuff happened. So we have got the troll cave, sending all of the junk to a bunch of different chests down in there, but there's all this excess. There's a bunch of stuff that comes from the fish farm that doesn't go down in there. Now, in previous episode, I said that I was going to have a build that was going to take care of all the overflow. But as I got to looking in the chest, there's actually two builds that need to be made. Two builds that need to be made, which means I can drag this project out. Episode after episode after episode. Follow the bouncing piggy hand. No. So the first build that I was looking at is going to go right over in here. You can see the soul sand right there and right there. You can see it's going to be a fairly decent sized build. Now that's just the above ground part. There's a below ground part as well, because when we've got function, we've got redstone, and that means I got to have a place to hide it. And in this town, the best place to hide redstone seems to be underground, which fits, because everybody likes mining, so we put them to work mining so we can hide redstone. But there is a smaller amount of stuff that needs to get filtered out before it goes to that big build. That's what this soul stand is about. Now, this build is not going to be that complex, and it's not really a whole lot. So I thought, you know what? We need to do two projects in this episode. This one's going to be small and simple. And I've got another project somewhere over there that has been sitting around, I think, since last episode, episode 2, that needs to be finished. And I'm not going to tell you what it is right this second. I'm just going to wander around for a minute. You know what? I need to get some chicken. We got this chicken cookery over here. Did I do it? I did it. I can't remember if I did. We closed off the roof. Hey, dog miner. Can I get some chicken, buddy? Yeah, I can. Not there. There we go. Let's push some chicken up to the surface. Ooh, and we got stacks of chicken. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the chicken, dog miner. Thank you very much. And for those of y'all who are not sure what that's about, that is, if you support me on Patreon, you can get a chance to get one of the mobs in this world named after you. Now, the big question, should we make the sun come back up or should we endure the night? I think I'm going to make the sun come back up, because just like what's in my hand, I'm a chicken piggy. Not a big fan of fighting mobs if I don't have to. But I do want to see what this area looks like at night with the new cave set up. A little ominous. And I like how the vines have grown, so it's covering up the front just a little bit. It's not as... I was worried about how open it looked. I didn't like that because it made it where you could see it too much, but the vines covered a little bit. That's nice. Come down in here and see how these... Okay. Oh, yeah, and we get the water effect. I forgot to do that last episode. I went through and put water source blocks like right up behind the block, and then every once in a while drips come out. And so passing through here, every once in a blue moon, you'll see a drip here and there. I think they're supposed to... Okay, I think there's supposed to be a drip show up right in here. It's real random. Oh, well. Don't be a drip. Drip. Okay. And then I noticed that mobs kept spawning down here, so I threw down mushrooms. I think mobs spawn on soul sand, although I'm not certain. But I have come down here and seen mobs before. But yeah, I'm digressing. I'm wasting time. So I am going to get up here and get rid of this this moon. Is it an eclipse? Nope, it's a half moon. Okay. It's a half moon. Although that wouldn't be... Well, I guess an eclipse could happen. But that's more of an event. Because you do have like new moons and full moons and all that kind of stuff. And I think this game does those kind of things. Like the moon phases. Yeah, it does phase. Because I think that affects how slimes will spawn and stuff like that as well. And bats. But I'm going to go ahead and take a little nap here so we can get some daytime going. Bounce around on the bed a little bit because I can. And then I'm going to gather up some supplies, and we're going to get to work on this this little sorting thing over here that's going to clear out some items. Oh, it's like they're just having a powwow, hanging out. Oh, you disappeared. You don't want to get caught, is what it is. I see you over there trying to vandalize. But yeah, I'm going to get all this stuff going and get all that taken care of so that we can get our projects underway because they are awaiting, and if Piggy's rambling, they ain't getting done. So nap time for me, and I'll meet you right over there. Well, alrighty. Look at that crazy weird thing. Yeah, I bet you're sitting there looking at that going, what a mess, what a mess. And it looks like the vine farm and the cactus farm is about to have to get relocated. That is right, that is right. So what my plans are for this is we're supposed to be filtering out, not there, this. What you would normally fish for. Fish. I was sitting there getting so like psyched and ready to go with the next episode that all of a sudden it just kind of dawned on me. I was like, wait a second. Hold your horses there. Wait a minute. Hold your horse. He's right there. Hold your horse there, Piggy. You're getting the cart before the... You're getting the cart before the... Whoa, we're all about the horses. You're getting everything out of order and out of place. You gotta get the fish out of there before you start dealing with all the other stuff, because fish are stackable as well. And I didn't really want the fish to be down in the cave. It just didn't... It kind of made sense, but it didn't. Like, the fish would probably rot down there, right? But this is what we got. So I went AFK fishing for a while. I wanted to make sure that the whole system worked. And we've got a mending book. That's awesome. The Smite 4, we could combo that with something and make Smite 5. So that would be pretty good, or we can make a better bow with the Smite 4. And then we got a couple of... Ooh. I could heal that one up just because it's got mending on it. Awesome. So that stuff is getting sorted here. And this is all temporary. This is just the overflow from the system inside that's going to be capturing all the stuff as it flows out. Let's see here. I'm trying to... 1, 2, 3, and then we put one off the front. And I'm trying to do this from an image. I built this in a creative world, made sure that all the redstone and everything was going to fit, and then I decided I would build this on camera. Uh-oh. We need some spruce stairs. I know I had some. I guess not. And another crazy thing happened. I had another world thing happen where I lost all of my stuff, and I ended up over there at spawn chunks where you first spawn into the game. So the game did not see me as ever playing this before. Now I suspect it has something to do either with Optifine. I'm using a program called Multi-MC, and it allows me to do stuff with modded Minecraft, toggle things on and off that normally you can't do with just the regular Minecraft launcher. And it's a really awesome tool that I was shown by a good friend of mine a while back. Let's see. His name is Bench. He had shown me this program. Did I want that there, or did I want it back one? I think I want it back one. And let's just do this. We'll give ourselves a dummy block for right now. We'll probably leave it there. And like that. And then we can put the rest of the stairs. Now the reason why I'm doing these stairs, you cooperate. Darn it. There we go. The reason why I'm doing the stairs is because they look solid, but they allow the chest to open. And that's kind of important. You have to have the chest be able to be accessible for items to flow through and stuff like that. So we'll just go ahead and... New sounds. Pop that on there. And do it like that. Let's go and clear out this. Whoop. Clownfish. Making a clown out of me. I probably should have prepped all this beforehand. Like that and like that. There we go. Like that, and like that. And so now we have like a little area that's going to hold on to all of the fish for us. Now let's see here. Let's swap this out. And we're gonna stick with the same nope. Is that right? No, I need that to be one higher. I was gonna say that's gonna totally block the view of the stairs behind and kind of ruin the point of having them. There we go. I'm just gonna try and do like a little bit of a random pattern going on there with that. It's like that. I like that. That's starting to look nice. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get ourselves some ground blocks. Not like ground up. They're not. They're blocks that belong on the ground. Yeah. I see you trying to trick me there. Ground up blocks. Come on now. All right. And we'll put a coarse dirt block there. That way, of course, we don't have to worry about grass trying to spread on that spot. Here. Right here. Let's see, like that. And let's do this. Let's just go ahead and turn the rest of these into path blocks. Now, if you're playing in regular standard vanilla Minecraft, your path blocks, when you make them, are probably not going to look like mine. I'm using Optifine, and Optifine has this really cool thing it does where it fades it. It kind of messes with the texture a little bit and makes it a little bit different. I had did a test with the world with Optifine turned off to see how it would load. I noticed all my path blocks looked identical. I really like this touch. I hope that sometime in the future that they add that to the game. Because not that. Come on now. You get out of there. But yeah, had a crash in the world when I loaded it, and so had to recreate my tools and bring them back into the world. That's why they're... So I don't know what the deal is. What I'm going to definitely have to do is start saving this map every time I do something until I can sort that bug out, because what I don't need to have happen is that we do a whole bunch of work on an episode and then I lose it all. That would stink. That would not be good. So let's see here. That is the upper right there, which will let mobs spawn. We might be able to put some carpets or something right there. We're going to do like this. A little bit of a randomness to it. Like that. And then the rest of this is just going to be dirt. We're going to backfill all this stuff and cover it up. So it's going to look like it's a little bit underground. And I have got myself a Silk Touch shovel finally. So I don't have to worry about waiting for dirt to spread. We can just get over here and start doing this ourselves. So all of this can get backfilled. That's not going to be a problem. And inside here, inside this room, is just like the rest of the stuff. I've got stairs and accessibility and all kinds of things. So there's like this, there's eventually going to be this network of tunnels all throughout this world that are just going to, it's going to be a spaghetti mess is what it's going to be. To be quite honest with you, I've already been thinking about what I'm turning this world into as far as just the ridiculous mess. Let's see, we'll do like this. Oh, I kind of wasted some grass blocks. We'll do like that. And let's give it just a little bit more curvature off the front so it looks natural. Oop. Get up there, Piggy. We got things to build and you can't be jumping down like that. Focus, buddy, focus. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to work with the landscape a little bit just to kind of backfill all this stuff so that it looks like it fits. It's a little bit taller than I expected. When I did a test of this in the world, it was a little bit lower, but what I forgot was I would want a room on the backside. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently slope this downwards down here like that. And I think we're going to keep that elevation a little bit, maybe over in this area, maybe right over in here, and we'll slope it down as well. And so what's going to end up happening is we're going to get this effect where we've got like mountains and some hills and maybe another little, I guess they call them foothills? Hills at the foot of the mountain, so foothills. Yeah, that's probably how that works. But that's going to give us the ability to level this spot out, bring it up a little bit, excuse me. And what I like about it, it's going to give us, like, it's kind of hard to explain how it's going to feel, but see how this feels like it's in a bit of a valley? As we come down this path, we come through here, we're going to see a hill, a valley, a hill. It's going to have like a really cool just feel to the topography of everything, if that's the right word I'm looking for. But also what it's going to do, it's going to start to make the areas not feel like everything's wide open and they're all together. It's going to start to separate them into zones and functions, which is kind of the way I wanted this world to work anyway. I wanted it to be like zoned out. Like I've always tried to sit there and imagine if this world was being built in real life, how would people cluster structures and buildings, like have some kind of a logic behind it so that as you walked through here and played it, things felt right. Your subconscious went ahead and bought it. Oh yeah, I could see where a little fishery place would be on the edge of town. It's all stinky. And I can also see why the fishery would be across from the troll cave, because the troll caves like stink. So they're walking around and they see a spot that's stinky and they're looking around and there's a town that they can pillage. Ooh, and there's a cave we can stuff all our junk in. So it all kind of makes sense. See what I mean? All the logic of it fits together. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through and fix all the elevation on this stuff. We're going to have to tear down the vine farm. This thing has been here forever. Forever. Probably like episode 2 or 3. Have to go back and watch. I'll give you a reason to go back and watch all the episodes to figure out where that was. But this thing's got to come down. And I watched the previous clip. There is a build over there that has been there since season 2. Not episode 2, season 2. And season 2, we're in season 3. So it's season 2 that it got built from what I can remember. It might not. It might be season 3. You're just going to have to wait and find out. I'm going to get this all straightened out, and then we're going to go over to that general area, and we're going to start finishing off a build that's been waiting to get finished for quite some time. So let me clean all this up, wreck this, all the little details, and then I'll bring you back, and we're going to get going on the second project for today. All right, everybody. Got the night slept away, and we are running over here to the Rough and Polish. A nice little place, a nice little establishment with lots of materials in it that for some reason I never finished. I have no idea why I never finished. I got to thinking about it. Like, Piggy, what in the world, buddy? What were you doing? Now, let me look. Let's see, 1. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build half of this. 2, 3. I hear you sneaking around. Probably in a cave down in there somewhere. 1, 2, 3, like that. And I'm going to build half of this, and then I'll finish the other half off camera, because I wanted to get these 2 little projects done in this episode. And then the last little project, I went back to watch the clip, and I realized how long it took. And it ate up quite a bit of the episode. Where did I go, Piggy? Ramble, like you do. Let's see here. Nope, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of dirt. So what I wanted to do, for those of y'all that maybe didn't see the episode, the idea behind this was going to be that the villagers, they have shipments of granite, andesite, and diorite delivered. Gets delivered over here. And what they have to do is they have to fill orders. So sometimes people want the raw andesite and diorite, and sometimes they want it polished. And so what they do is they'd pile all the stuff up over here, and then depending on the orders that they got, that's when they would actually go through and grab blocks out of the pile and start polishing them. So that was the whole logic behind this whole thing. Let's see here. Can I? Yeah, I can reach that. Okay, there we go. So what I wanted to do was build some kind of a holding pen that was going to hold all those materials. But like I said, for some really weird reason, when I originally built this build, either I couldn't envision what I wanted, and so since I couldn't envision it, I just kind of abandoned that part of the build. I'm not quite certain what in the world happened. That'll give you another reason to go back and watch. Go find that episode and figure out why in the world did Piggy not finish his build. I just for the life of me, it's like it's escaping me as to why in the world would I do that. Let's see here. And this is going to be the kind of the same deal where, oh, I need to get me some cobble stairs, I think, because I want to mix and match it just a little bit. Not too much, but just enough. So I think it's going to work for now. That'll work for now, and then we'll come back a little bit later and fix it. So let's see here. So what I finally did was I ran out of fence posts. That's what I finally did. So there was some right there. Awesome. So I sat down and was designing some different builds for this village right before I picked back up with Season 3. And because for those of y'all who have been watching this being released live, you'll know that there was quite a few months gap there in Season 3 when it started and when I picked it back up again. So let's see here. That's starting to look good. So when I started to develop and work on the whole mining town, and all the different builds for it, I decided to go back with some fresh eyes and just see if I could design something that would fit this build, fit this design. See if I could finish it. Because I knew that I really wanted to start working on the mining town. See, for quite some time, this mining town didn't have anything done to it. And so I really wanted to just tackle this build. I wanted to start making it nice, this whole town. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then right here we'll do like this. I've got like a little picture that I'm referencing, and I like the way that the picture turned out, so I'm going to try and mimic it right here. And then we got to skip a beat right here, so block. And I got a shovel. Come on now, I could be saving myself some grass blocks here. So yeah, anyway, rambling on like I do. Basically, I finally made myself sit down and tackle this monster and came up with a design that I really liked and that I felt like fit the idea of what a rough and polish would have. So like I said, the whole logic behind it is that they get shipments of materials in and they leave it all piled out here because, you know, you don't have to worry about it going bad or spoiling. It's just stone, right? Let's see. Do I want to backfill? I think I do. I know I've got a ton of these blocks, but you know me. Wait. Dirt's a little bit harder to come by. We've got a ton of these blocks. Let's just not worry about it. We'll just smack them down here. So 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dup, 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 dup. There we go. I think that's working. I think I can. Do that. And I got 2 right here. So yeah, anyway, that was kind of the idea behind the whole thing. Was that we were just going to have it where, see, it looks like they're piles of rough andesite. And what happens is that they will come over to this pile, the villagers, whomever works here, and they will carve out of the pile polished blocks. And once they get a polished block, they kind of drag it out of here and drag it into the shop so that they can fill their orders. So that's the idea. It's the basic idea behind this. So see, I've got a pile of andesite. And I'm rambling. I'm just ramble. But it's going to be kind of a mirror image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish off with this pile and this pile and do the other half of the build and finish off. I got a little gate I'm going to add and some niceties on the ground. And then we can take a run through here and take a run and look at the other thing. And I can give you today's project, your assignment for today. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this little area real quick. And then we'll come back and see the final results. Alright everybody, I have finished both projects, but there's one little bitty thing that I've been meaning to take care of. You, sir, Province, you got horse armor. I found horse armor and I forgot to give it to you. And since you got horse armor, let's go for a little spin. Can you get out of here? Why can you not get out? Did both have to be open? Yes, they do. And we will shut the gates. There we go. Awesome. So let's take a little ride around here, Mr. Province, and look at our province. So the rough and polish, is finally finished. I went ahead and went around the outside and did the same little idea as the rest of the dirt town, where we've got like a mildly reinforced wall, just like that. Can we hop the gate? We can't, but we can open 2 gates and come in here. And then I used path blocks to make it look like this area had been really worn down by dragging rocks and dirt around and polishing stuff. So we've got this area finally finished. Not a whole lot to look at. I can't believe I never finished it till now. It was so easy. I just had to do it. I had to make myself do it. But here's the part that I'm really proud of, and you haven't seen this yet. We're gonna go outside of town and swing around, because I want you to see what this looks like coming into town. But this is going to be today's project. I want you, if you built the rough and polish, or if you haven't, I want you to build some kind of a little quarry area. What would you envision it looked like if somebody was taking andesite and granite and diorite and they were polishing it, turning it from rough to polish? What would that look like? Or you can do a little fishing shack like what I did also, that has all the different fishes in it, so that don't you fall in that water, Province, because we'll never get you out of there. I don't have a lead. Let's see. Let's go over here. That's what I want you to do. One of those 2 projects. You can pick which one you want and then take pictures of it and send it to me on Twitter. I want to really get over here so we can have a nice reveal. And oh my gosh, I haven't seen this gate in a while. This is awesome. Province, buddy, we might have to make ourselves a little episode where we just go around looking at all the builds. It's been a while since we've done that. Just like a recap. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I have so many things I want to build. Might not do a recap. Might do like a mini recap or something. But yeah, I want you to build it. You can be in creative or survival. You can be on PC or Pocket Edition, console edition, doesn't matter. Just as long as you're playing Minecraft and you're following today's project. Build it, take pictures of it, send it to me on Twitter, and I will tweet it out for everybody else to see. And look, this area is starting to finally take shape. We've got a nice little road with a nice little hill and a valley. This area's got some lighting in it. I love it. And it feels like just a slightly secluded area now. And so we can't quite see town. We come up here, and there's town right up over the hill. I love how this is working out. And right here's a big drop-off. Still got to fill that in. Got to build all this up. Haven't done it yet. But, yeah, and build a little road right here. This is just turning out better and better than I ever imagined it would. Like, I imagined segments and sections, but the details is what I've never actually seen. So I'm getting to see this stuff at the same time all of you are. Just love it. And I love this because you even feel like you're kind of leaving town as well. Oh, so cool. So cool. And I can't wait to get started on next episode's project. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to do your projects, get them tweeted out to me so I can retweet them. I'm going to start gathering up materials so we can start excavating this area and start building the big giant project. And I hope to see you then in the next episode when we start working on this really, really cool secret build. Son, you just go ahead. We're on Province and you can't stop us. So I will get ready for next episode, and I hope to see you then in the next episode.